All right, trading legends, the price of Bitcoin is losing momentum and hitting some higher time frame resistance zones that will be explained in this episode. Also, to get ready those trading setups. On the higher time frame, we are looking extremely bullish though. We do have the Wyckoff reaccumulation schematic that is following every single phase almost to perfection. We do have a bunch of liquidations above us all the way up to all-time highs. This means that we should be hitting all-time high in the next coming weeks. However, we're going to go to the lower time frames, explain some different scenarios that could happen here for the price of Bitcoin, also talking about the Bitcoin CME Futures gap. So make sure to stay tuned till the very end, as we are also going to be looking at some incredibly bullish news. Guys, remember the platform that I use for my trading is Bybit. Of course, a lot of people cannot trade on Bybit and they need an alternative, such as bluffing, guys. Proof of reserves, a huge amount of liquidity. You have the best bonus with the link down below in the description. It's the third link. As you can see here, $80,000 deposit bonus. Just with an email and a password, you can start trading in minutes. Let's go right away through the price of Bitcoin. This is something that we mentioned a couple of days ago, guys. If you want to check that video, I will be leaving it on the top right over here so you can go through the Wyckoff reaccumulation schematic that I explained on a previous video. But most importantly, what we need to talk about is these levels of resistance and support that we have. Now, why is the price of Bitcoin stopping exactly at the $66,000? Well, it's just as simple as getting the all-time high and pull a Fibonacci retracement to the low of the range that was created at $53,300, and you can see how that golden pocket 618 Fibonacci is what is making the price get this rejection of a few $1,000s during the last 24 hours. Now, without a doubt, we do have some much stronger resistance zones above us, which would be the point of control of the entire range between March and July. That is when we pull out here the fixed volume profile. Without a doubt, this is the higher time frame strongest level of resistance. There is a channel that I want to point out here which looks very interesting. Now, this is since we create the all-time high, we formed a lower high, as you can see, and I've connected the lower lows that have been getting supported very nicely. Now, this channel we should take into consideration as it has been respecting here. We can see the fake outs very nicely. Now, what is also interesting about the center of this channel is how it's been getting some support and resistance during the last few months. So if we are going to get that momentum to the upside, guys, we do have the lower high resistance, which is in confluence with the point of control from the entire range, okay? This level you need to take into consideration, right? You have the point of control of the entire range between March and July, and you have the lower high resistance channel that could be providing that resistance in the next coming days. So hitting $67,000 to $68,000 is a rejection point. This is going to be a tough nut to crack, guys, and the price could very much get an insane pullback. So depending on the reaction and the price action and the volume that is formed right there, if we do get that exhaustion, this would be an epic level to enter a short position. Now, what if the price does get a major pullback from this level of resistance already, as we are hitting the 618 Fibonacci retracement from all-time high to the pivot low of the range, and you can see right there that this is also getting that resistance. We already got a pullback of several $1,000s since we hit that 618 Fibonacci. So we're already getting some of that resistance, and that pullback could be coming now in the next coming days. What we need to be ready here, are you going to be scared of this major pullback? As we know, the center of a channel is also incredible support and resistance. This is a major level that we could find some big support level. Now, if we are going to drop down here to this zone, this would be round about the $60,800, $60,600 if we are going to drop there in the next coming days. center of the channel is without a doubt resistance and support. Now, what do we also have right over here as confluence? It is the value area low of the entire range of March and July. This zone is exactly where we also have the center of the channel. But most importantly as well, I know a lot of people like the CME Futures gap. The top of the gap is also where we have all of this confluence, guys. Now, I want to let you know, not all gaps are filled, and the top of a gap is also big major support. When we zoom out on the Bitcoin CME Futures, we can see there was a gap from 2020 at $9,000. This gap was not filled. Matter of fact, we did get supported from the top of the gap, as you can see on the chart. So the top of the gaps also maintain our support, and we have this one right over here at $60,800 range, which is in confluence with the value area low of the entire range between March and July and the center of this descending channel. So just be ready, just in case we do get a pretty steep corrective move. Yeah, we can partially fill the gap. We can get beneath the value area low. We can get beneath the center of this channel, but this zone is where we likely going to get a reaction, and this could be possibly the reversal zone for the next coming days if we were to get that pullback, guys. So the most important levels on higher time frames is that $60,600 range, and also the $67,000 to $68,000, where we could get that pretty decent pullback, or we could get the epic bounce from this zone. This is going to be it for the technical analysis. If you want more information on lower timeframes, of course, looking at scalping and day trading opportunities, you do have the Legends trading community, where we do provide with the coaches every single day technical analysis and possible trading setups. Let's go right away with the news. We have just in, President Donald Trump says he does not want to let another country to take over Bitcoin and crypto dominance. This is extremely bullish, as he is very likely going to be elected president in November. Also, he says that Jamie Dimon has suddenly changed his tune on Bitcoin. He reports yesterday that Trump is considering Dimon for Treasury Secretary. Another publicly traded company announced Bitcoin Treasury strategy following Saylor and MSTR. Now, Bitcoin.app is the largest BTM, right, instead of ATM, that there is in North America. Very bullish for the US. We also see US ETFs buys another 821 Bitcoin on the 17th of July, just yesterday. Accumulation is going on. We can see it on most of the spot platforms, okay? On the exchanges, we can see Binance, Coinbase, Bybit, okay, BitMEX. A lot of them are seeing accumulation during the last few days, so there's a lot of buy orders coming in. This is going to be it for today's episode, legends. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.